What's up, you guys? Alright, today is October 7. It's a little bit, it's 4:13 in the afternoon. The last part of the last delivery I made, we're going to be dealing with now. We'll be dropping this load at the U.S. cold storage in Turlock, California. And then bobtailing from there down to Lemoore to pick up my reload. So if you hadn't watched that video, my my Stockton delivery at Coastal Pacific, go check it out. You'll see that I had what you call an OS&D, or overage, shortage, or damage. This load was a bit of a mess. So it had 3 drops on it. The first drop reported a shortage of 80 cases, 20 cases of one item, and then 80 cases of another. And then when I ended up getting to the final drop in Stockton, turned out the pallet that the first receiver was missing was actually in the trailer, but apparently not in the right part of the trailer for them to find. Come on, car, get your gas pedal. And then on top of that, there was an overage of 92 cases of sausages, and then a couple other, 7 total cases of a couple other things. That wasn't able to get resolved in a timely enough manner, so eventually I got to set up appointments on or new POs to deliver at least deliver to Vistar and Lemoore, but I don't know if Cisco and Modesto, which is what I just passed through a minute ago, Modesto that would be, if they are going to be taking that other pallet or what. I'm not really sure. At this point, it's not really my concern anymore. I was given instructions to go ahead and just drop it in Turlock at U.S. Cold, and then bobtail down to go pick up my reload. So we're going to be covering dropping the load in Turlock and picking up, bobtailing and just kind of short stuff. But I figured this would be a great opportunity for me to talk about some of the perks of trucking, particularly with reefer freight or refrigerated freight, if you're not really sure what I mean by reefer freight. Because now normally a lot of my perks that I get actually come from OS&D loads. Alright, so basically a lot of times, like if I get, there might be cases that get rejected by a customer, you guys are following too closely and I'm not backing off for you. You need to find your damn, that's why you don't follow so closely. I'm not going to play guessing games on what you guys are going to do. I have no idea if this car is going to maintain speed or speed up, and it's a guessing game, so as long as I have to guess, I'm going to make them work around me. Alright, anyway, a lot of the perks that I get are from, usually from cases that get rejected by receivers because the cases are damaged or leaking or whatever else. Okay, well, it's still otherwise serviceable enough to me, so, and a lot of those types of deliveries, those rejected cases, the disposition instruction is often to either discard it or go ahead and keep it. So, a lot of times, because of where I live and a lot of my customers when I deliver meat loads especially, are in California. And so I have a lot of opportunities to take the compromised cases home and put them in my deep freezer at the house. In fact, that deep freezer I bought specifically because of, let me slide over, I don't want to deal with this on-ramp traffic. I bought that deep freezer specifically because of all the times where I get OS&D loads that I'd end up getting to keep. Now there are some times where rejected product ends up getting donated to like a food shelter, like what do you call, not a homeless shelter, but food banks, stuff like that. But now that's just part of the perks we get here, though. I'm going to talk about some of the other stuff that has even come from shippers. Starting with, like, let's say, when my Sear England days, I used to frequently pick up from the Hershey facility over in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Sometimes they would let you, they would give you candy bars and stuff as kind of a thanks for picking our load up. Same with the Hershey, Nestle, whatever the hell it is, facility over in, I think it's Edwardsville, Illinois, just outside of St. Louis. I've gotten hooked up with little stuff from them as well. I had another time I picked up a load of Coleman coolers from the Coleman facility over in New Braunfels, Texas. And then that shipper ended up, yeah, you're gonna get really far, dude. You're gonna get all of one car further. It's gonna do you a lot of good. Anyway, yeah, I got a free cooler from them because of that. And then I had another time when I was still in my trainer's truck. We made a delivery in Salt Lake City to Mondelez International. Now, Mondelez is the parent company of Oreo cookies, Chips Ahoy, basically all the Nabisco brand stuff and all that. You know, Wheat Thins, Triscuits, or whatever. I can't remember what all is them and what isn't, but it's all the stuff along that line belongs to them. And this place was right off of Highway 201, just actually not really close to on the other side of 201 from where our terminal was at there. Alright, so we get over there at like 6 in the morning, right when they're opening up, and it's snowing on us. And they tell us go ahead and dock into such and such dock door. Well, we get docked in, and then right when we get through docking in, my trainer was the one on duty at the time. The unloader, he was just the one guy working the warehouse at the time. It's not a huge warehouse. He comes up and asks my trainer, hey, would you be willing to do me a favor? Now my trainer goes, it'll cost you a pretty penny. Well, what's up? He was joking around, of course, but okay, well, you know, he points at this, I can't remember if it was a pup trailer or a 40-footer or something. It was not a 53, it was a shorter trailer. But I can't remember, it was too long ago. I don't remember if it was a pup trailer or a 40 or what, but maybe you guys, if somebody watching my channel actually knows anything about Mondelez trailers. But anyway, he goes, would you mind disconnecting from your trailer, go hook up to that one, and then back it into a dock door and whatever garage door I open for you? And then they said, yeah, if you do that, I'll go ahead and hook you up with a couple boxes of stuff. Not a good time, I'm vlogging. Yeah, I'll hook you up a couple boxes of cookies or something. So, yeah, no problem. You know, just something to do, really. You know, it wasn't that big a deal. I'm just going to sit there and wait on him to unload us anyway. So, the trainer went ahead and did that, backs the trailer in. And, you know, when we get done, we're thinking, okay, we'll just find like, I don't know, a pack of Oreos or Chips Ahoy or something along that line and be done. Like one for him, one for me or something, and that was good. Well, turned out when we were done unloading and we went to pull away from the dock door and go close our doors and all that, there were 2 cases full of Mondelez product, you know, like at least good, I think 4 or so packages of Oreos for each of us, another 4 for like Chips Ahoy, several Triscuit boxes or whatnot. It's been so long I don't remember what exactly all the stuff was that was in there, but I know it was all Mondelez product. You're gonna have to either speed up or slow down. So that was another perk. think of some of the other perks that I've had there. Oh yeah, also when I was on my trainer's truck, we were picking up from the Reese's facility over in Hershey, Pennsylvania. I guess you would call it Hershey. I don't know, maybe Palmyra or Hershey or whatever. I don't know, but it's in that same area. No, it's not. Well, I could use this street, but I don't think it's technically right. I usually use Main Street. I could use this exit right here as well, but and it is a shorter route to take. But I forget if that's truck legal going in that direction. My friend John would know better because he lives here in Turlock. But I'm just so used to using Main Street, so I'm just going to go ahead and use Main. Alright, anyway, we get to Reese's to pick up our load, and then my trainer, he hadn't been there at that point in time, even though he had a lot of years of experience. He just had never been there because he hadn't been with Sierra England himself for that many months before he started training me. Now, mind you, my trainer had about 20 years of experience when I got on his truck, so he was no rookie. But yeah, he had heard stories about how this Reese's facility was known to kind of hook drivers up with like candy goods and stuff, whatever, for picking up loads or dropping whatever. And so we get in there to check in, and we go. Guy comes out. It's our PO number, pickup info, whatever, and then he goes, "Hey, you guys want some candy?" So we're like, "Sure, why not?" And then he goes, "Oh, hey," because we both had hoodies on because it was still in, this is still in March of 2016, and it was cold. We had our hoodies on, and he tells us, "All right, hold out your sweaters." So hold it out like a pouch there, or whatever. And we're thinking, okay, he'll just give us like a few candy bars or something along that line. No, he ends up there's just like a desk drawer right there by the door he came out of, and he started just grabbing all kinds of candy bars, like a whole handful easily, and then put one handful in my trainer's pouch, I guess I would call it, and another whole big ass handful in mine. And like, holy shit, this is so much. Like I do candy, I do chocolate, but I'm not a huge chocolate eater. Like, I have to be in the mood for it sometimes. Northern Refrigerated. Remember, I think I was talking about them yesterday in my previous video, or one of the two previous videos, and there's nothing but Northern Refrigerated trailers in that lot there. I don't know if that's a terminal that they own or something or what, but I keep wanting to say they were based somewhere else though, but maybe I'm wrong. Alright, we're going to be making a right turn at this light up here. Francis Lane. So yeah, that kind of sums up the perks of some of the perks of trucking, I would say. Well, okay, there's some others, I guess. There's stuff you learn with experience. They have always in September, they have Driver Appreciation Week. Sometimes, trucking companies, well, we think it's more for the terminal staff and not so much the drivers, but they do, some companies actually do stuff for, like really cool stuff for drivers. Like JCT, they have a raffle. And I guess every driver is automatically entered into it, even if they don't show up at the terminal. And nice 7. That's almost look like an 8 ball, but with a 7 instead. All right. Anyway, yeah, they give out like one guy got a guided fishing trip. Like where they actually go on a tour boat kind of fishing trip. Alright, so here's one of the gates, but we're going to go through the other side. We're going to make a left, and then on the other side of this warehouse, you'll see up here, there'll be a driveway there. We're going to turn left into there. Alright, this is Canal Drive. They give gift certificates to, or gift cards, whatever you want to call them, for whatever, like Amazon, Starbucks, or I don't know, whatever else. I wasn't there. I don't pay too much attention to that stuff. I'm just here to make money, really. Mercenary. I'm not too concerned about getting recognition or anything like that, or perks like that, I guess. But it's nice because it does, some drivers actually are into that kind of stuff that they give out. I think they've even given out like MacBooks or iPads or whatever the hell those things are. I don't know, maybe some JCT drivers can give some more details on some of the stuff that JCT actually gives out to drivers on Driver Appreciation Week. Also had if you're ever in Idaho and during Thanksgiving, what's that, a Boise stage stop or whatever, that truck stop in Boise, I would say it's Boise stage stop or whatever. They give free Thanksgiving meals for drivers on Thanksgiving. Come on. Alright, let me hop out and talk to them. Alright guys, we're going to park right over here about where these other JCT trailers are at. I don't think any of them are empty, but we'll find out. I was told to bobtail out of here, but I don't know. That one there looks like it's empty. 7169. 7151 looks empty too, but yeah, it could be committed to this guy backing into door 48 or something. Yeah, I think that is what he's doing. Yeah, he's going to door 48. Okay, you know what?
6 hours and 37 minutes of remaining drive time.
I don't need to burn my drive time on this. I'll use yard move. It's a bit off, but yeah, it'll be fine. His tandems look like they're not too far from lining up with his spot. It looked like he was on a good path to hit the other trailer, but from what I can tell from here with the angle that the trailer is sitting at and where his tandems are in relation to the center of his lane, I think he's fine. Don't over rotate. He's gonna need to reset. He's overshooting with his drive tires. Way overshooting now. Go for it. Finish. If I can get a sneak in real quick. Good, how about yourself?
Good, good. I'm going to give you a heads up, just make sure you check in, okay?
Yeah.
We've had a lot of the guys that just been dropping and leaving, and all of a sudden, they didn't know they were dropping, so.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know it's confusing because I remember I had to drop an OS&D load here once before, and like, am I delivering it here or am I dropping it? No, and
It's just so they know it's here and they can put it in the system so they know, and you taking one too?
I was told I plan on bobtailing out of here, but if you guys, I know these two over here,
There's right now, what is that?
because I saw
3 or 4? How many we got here?
yeah, I got 3. I know for
Four with you, and there's an empty out in the yard. So
oh
that's 5.
yeah, I saw at least 2 of them over there. Yeah, that's what I always thought. I thought we were only supposed to have 4 on the lot. So yeah, I'll probably check with the guy in the shipping office. Yeah, I'll definitely see if they want me to go ahead and take one out. All right. You too. You too. Okay, let me take this paperwork and go check in at the office. Don't just drop your trailer and take off. Make sure you actually go to the office and check in. They gotta make sure, they gotta know that you're dropping the trailer first. And from what he was saying, we got 6 trailers in a lot now, and we're only supposed to have 4. So 2 of these 3 are empty. The 2 that are furthest over, 7169 and 7151, were empty. The one that's next to me, I could see had a seal on it before I turned the corner. So, and then there's 2 more sitting over on the other side of the lot. So I'll probably end up dead-ending out of here instead of bobtailing, but we'll find out in a second. Alright guys, we are going to end up leaving here with it empty. They don't want so many of our trailers sitting on the lot, so oops. Let me go ahead and get my kingpin released first. I think it's good. I just heard it. And I'll drop my airbags. Alright, so we're going to be grabbing 7151, which is just 2 spots over from me. Yeah, they only allow JCT to have 4 trailers on the lot, and with the one that I'm dropping here, I made 6. So they're still over by 1. Yeah, that's it right there. Sitting a little bit high. That is one of the things I will say I like about this truck though, because I can actually raise my airbags above normal height, so I can hook up to trailers that are sitting too high. I have just enough on it, I can't tell. I'm not confident enough that it's actually under it, so based on my weight that I see here on my load scale gauge, I'm going to go ahead and double check it. So it might actually be the slope of the spot that contributed to that. Now we're good. I got 15,000 on my weight, so. Yeah, it looked like the fifth wheel was actually under it already, but the landing gear had weight on it, so. It's where it's nice having this valve where I can raise the suspension up above normal height. I could not do that in my Peterbilt, so yeah, I would say actually was one of the nice things about being in a new truck. Much as I'm gonna miss that thing. Okay, guys, we are ready to get out of here now. Come on. I'll just go ahead and let's wait on the yard jockey coming. Oh, the second thought I thought he was gonna get through here a little quicker, but no, he's taking a little bit longer time. So we'll go ahead and come out. Alright. So we're going to check out over this gate over here that we passed by earlier. And yeah, it even says on here trailer 7151, so guard knows that we're supposed to leave with it. And from here, now this one here, this trailer has a pretty full tank of fuel, not completely full, but full enough, and the trailer is clean and ready to go. So I was kind of expecting to have to do at least something, because she did say this one had a little bit less fuel in it than the other one did. So like, oh, okay, no problem. I can always stop in Madeira at the pilot there and fill it up or something. But no, I don't have to do that now. Just go straight. It's just a matter of going straight from here down to Lemoore now. Hello.
Are you loaded or?
Empty. Yep.
So there's no seal, right?
Do you need me to open the door? You can check it or whatever. Okay. I was supposed to be on the moor like 3+ hours ago, whatever. I don't know what time it is. 1 o'clock I was supposed to be on the moor. Alright, have a good day. Alright, we're good to go here, guys. So from here, I'm going to make a right turn and then make a left back onto Main and then right onto southbound 99. We'll take 99 down into Fresno. And we'll get on 41 south there in Fresno. And the 41 will take us straight down into Lemoore again. So I'm not going to cover that whole entire trip down there. Yeah, you guys have seen my, actually I just did a pretty lengthy video picking up in Lemoore last week or whatever it was, a week or two ago. So if you want some kind of feedback on what it's like getting down there on Highway 41 or whatnot, check out that video. Meanwhile, I'm just keep watching, but the next clip is just going to go straight to just before we're making the turn to get into Leprino, okay? Alright guys, we're coming up on our turn now for to get over to Leprino in Lemoore. We're southbound on Highway 41 right now. We're coming up on the Lemoore city limit here in just a second. This light coming right up here, it's right at the city limit. When we get there, that's when we turn right, and then an immediate left after that around this house that's over here. Then Leprino will be right down the street. I suspect this reefer guy in front of me is also going there. Is he going to turn? He's not indicating that he's going to turn yet, but yeah, you just saw the milk truck come. Yeah, the milk truck just came out of Leprino. Yeah, this guy is, I don't know. We'll find out if he's going to Leprino. Look at a white T6, white T660, perhaps. this street is rough right there, and it doesn't get like that just from cars. It gets like that from a lot of use from trucks. Alright, so we'll see if he starts signaling right here in a second. Be kind of amusing if he ends up going all the way over to the exit up there and circles back. Yeah, usually when I see reefer trucks coming down this way, my first thought is they're coming over here to Leprino, but I don't know, we'll see. Not like it matters too much. I'm just kind of curious if he's, because I was following him on Highway 99 and he turned off onto 41. I was right behind him the entire time, so that's why I was like kind of curious if he's coming here, if he's got some other agenda. Right up here on the right where all these lights are is Leprino. And end up scaling in empty, and then gotta have your license plate info. I don't have I have a license plate, but it's not mounted to the truck. Somebody's up there, it looks like. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a way to mount my plate to my truck. Well, I don't know. I might be able to zip tie it or something to the grill, but just haven't done that. I've already memorized the plate number, so. And one of the interesting things, differences between JCT and Hirschbach spec JCT trucks is JCT trucks, Hirschbach has Nebraska plates. JCT spec trucks have Oklahoma plates. A lot of subtle differences between them. If you watched Scotty D's live Facebook broadcast on my, from earlier today, today being the 7th, if you're friends with him, whatever, you might have seen some of the stuff we talked about when I met up with him. Alright, so let me send my arrival call and then get checked in here, and we'll go get checked in down over there. Okay, let's go get checked in over at the shipping office now. Alright, big thumbs up to the guard here. White male, I would say probably in his 50s. Silvery hair. Very friendly, very quick. I just walked up there and he said, JCT, right? I'm like, yes. And he goes, you got a front license plate, a number, whatever, and I let him know, like, and he was telling me, oh yeah, I tried to get it, but I couldn't see it. But I'm like, yeah, it's, told him it's a new truck. I told him I have the plate, but it's just not mounted, so, so I just gave him the number real quick, and that was real super fast, and he was really friendly too, so, a lot more guys like him. Alright, now, I have this feeling that Leprino treats their people pretty good here overall, because, I was just talking about this place with my buddy Daniel, the one who I swapped that last load with. Got two of our trailers here. 6469 and 6420. Okay, so pretty good chance one of those is going to be mine. Because I am 6.5 hours late for my pickup. I was supposed to be here at 1300, but yeah, that took a shit on me, so. Alright, usual routine there over here by door 2. Go around the other side of that annex thing right there, and shipping office will be right there in the bottom. Thankfully, no longer the top floor like it used to be. Alright guys, turns out we're going to be live loading here. He told me to go ahead and go around to the back, talking to door 12.
6 hours and 58 minutes.
There's another JCT coming around the corner there right now. Okay, we'll be docking around back and set reefer to -10. this? I look like he's getting to drive right up to me. What's happening? I was wondering what that noise was I was hearing. Alright, now it looks like I got an issue. Well, my suspension thing is acting up right now. Probably for now it's working. Probably just for me sitting. Alright, slide tandem's all the way back, but I know I have to maneuver through here. That's why I didn't want to slide up until I get all the way over there first. Yeah, I'm not going to end up making it to Barstow, I think. Or I don't know, I might make it out there, but it really depends on how long it takes for them to load me up. Not going to be able to stop my 14-hour clock because I've already had it paused for so long in Stockton, and it's already not much more than my 11-hour clock. It's probably almost at my 11-hour clock now, actually. And I thought it was going to be a dropping hook, possibly. Because on their board in there, it said that it was done. So, kind of like, I didn't even start the reefer unit until just now, and they wanted at -10. Alright, I think this is 12 over here next to this guy. But yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, not very often I end up loading on this side. I loaded on this side once before, and it was actually a dry load of lactose. Alright, we'll get tandem slid and open doors and all that crap. Alright. Tandem's all the way back. Ah, there we go. We're bound up on the locks. Alright, we're good now. Alright, we're going to have to go a little bit to the blind side. To steer away from the guy in the other door. Oh, that was close. Didn't realize that AC unit was there. But thankfully, because I couldn't see it through my mirrors. Then I saw it suddenly pop up there by my by the front of my hood once it got out in front of it, and like, oh shit. Alright, tandem's all the way back. I need to be a little bit sooner getting chasing it down because yeah, I'm already off. It's harder to chase the tandems down when they're all the way back like that, so there we go. Should have a winner there. Yeah, right in the middle between the lines there is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Perfect. Just come straight back now. Don't even touch the steering wheel. Should be fine. I'm going to go ahead and pull the red glad hand too, because I know they're going to do it themselves, and I also got to put the wheel chock in. So, all right. So probably be about an hour and a half or something like that. It is 20:35 right now, so probably going to be at least probably closer to 10 o'clock tonight by the time I get out of here, at least. All right, guys, we're all done loading here. I'm gonna pull forward, get my tandems. Yeah, Cyclones, appreciate it. Have a good night. Yeah, I had to pull forward, so I forgot to put the load locks inside the trailer, so when he was done loading me, I had to pull just far enough forward so I could give him the load locks and then back in, so, because the camera shows, you know, so anyway, get tandem slid to where I need them. Who's that coming? Somebody coming. Oh, yard job. Okay, slide tandems. I gotta go forward a little bit to make sure the pin's unlocked though. There we go, I heard them. Now we're back up. So I feel it hit the slide tool. Slide tool out. I'm gonna either have to blindside over there or just come over here to the drop area and turn around. Alright, well, I don't think it much matters whether I'm in drive status or yard move. 14's running down anyway. I can't use all my 11 on this shift. Alright, we'll get turned around over here. No need to blindside when there's plenty of room over here for me to circle back around. Let me get over here. I'm gonna have to figure out what this yard jockey's doing with that trailer too. Well, apparently I had some tandem pin or two that wasn't completely locked in place. That or was just some shifting on the truck assembly because of the fact that I was in a tighter turn. Yeah, I couldn't just come out and make the turn around this guy because I would have hit the front. I would have taken his front end out had I done that. As it is, it's already tight enough trying to get around that stop sign there. The one that I didn't stop for because I'm in a yard. I mean, the stop sign's really there mainly for if there's other traffic coming the other way or if they're moving rail cars around, but yeah, they're not doing any of that right now, so kind of pointless there. So we'll get over here on the other side, over by where the dumpster stuff or whatever the container things are. Park over there, and then we'll sign for the bills, and someone will come out to seal the trailer up, and we'll be on our way. Around these things here, and then we'll square back up. So we'll go sign for the bills and be right back. Alright, we're done sealing up. Fast process this time around. It's only 21:43. I'm already ready to check out to the guard shack. So actually a little bit quicker than I thought it would be. Right at about an hour total from going from getting a dock door assignment to when I'm leaving. And I spent a few minutes after, right after I got the door assignment, talking to the other JCT driver who was pulling out of that way, that site. So, good and fast. Alright, nice quiet time to be here, and when there's not so much milk truck activity. Last time I was here, last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, there were milk trucks lined all the way up back over to here trying to get into the milk delivery area. Alright, I'm gonna check my axle weights as I'm getting onto that scale, and so I have a really good idea if I'm gonna need to. I'm not highly on me. This is a really heavy load, 43,991, so I am going to be probably around 78,000, but even with that, I've been here so many times, and it's always heavy. I've never once had to get a load reworked here. These guys they got their heads on straight here. As far I think they must have a good training process too. Because usually it's an inexperienced loader who I see it causes those like 11,780-ish. So we're looking for 45,780 or less. Yeah, it looks like that's what we're gonna get. We'll just say 45.2. And should be no more than 79,002, and we should be fine. It's definitely going to be heavy. I know it's going to be a little bit lighter on than that. It should be like 78. That's not even 78. Oh yeah, it's right around 78. 77,860-ish. Yeah, so weights are all going to be good. I don't even need to worry about cat scaling it anywhere, or I'll cat scale it, but I'm not going to be in too big a hurry to do it. No, I don't want to burn drive clock when I don't need to. I'm gonna get off the scale and then send my departure info. The weights are all good, so I'm gonna go ahead and send a loaded call too while I'm here. Like I say, I've been here so many times. They're always heavy loads, always 40,000 pound plus load, even like 42, 43 most of the time, and I've never in all my times come here had any problems with load that needing to be reworked. So reminds me, I do have I kind of started talking about Leprino on the way in here, but I didn't finish. Alright, let's get rolling. Alright, so talk first about what I was going to talk about with Leprino. I was talking to my friend Daniel, the one who I swapped that last load with, or for that last load. We were both agreeing they seem to be, they must have good management and all that here, because all the times we've come here. Now Daniel's been with JCT for at least 3 years. I've been with them for at least 4 years, and I've also been here several times, even with Sear England before. And I spent 2 years with England, and there are people here who I still see regularly today, who or every regular times when I'm here, that I saw back when I first started driving for JCT, or even when I was with Sear England. So now we're talking a good 6 years there of people still working here. It's kind of a good sign when people are sticking around. So I don't work for them, but just that kind of stuff going on alone gives me the impression that they are probably treated well here, and and have a good culture here with good workplace culture, because people actually stick around. Look at how often I've been here and never had to get a load reworked. I don't ever hear of other drivers needing to get loads reworked here either. Because there are a lot of times where I go to other shippers, like maybe a Tyson plant here or there, that I've never had any problems with myself, but found other people have. Or there's also times where I have had problems with a load at a particular Tyson plant or JBS or whatever else. So kind of said something that's kind of gives you a good impression of the quality of the leadership here, and the workers as well. But quality starts from the top down. That's something I always taught us in the Air Force. If you have shitty workers, you probably have shitty management. But it seems like the morale here is pretty decent. Like I say, people aren't going to stick around in a place where the conditions suck. And they must have a good training program here too, because for them to always have the loads skill okay, I'm moving over first. I need to move, dude. I need to move. I turn left here. You're not fucking passing me on the left and screwing me out of making my turn. So like I say, it's people are getting trained well too if they're never having problems with needing to get loads reworked as well. Because that's usually where it causes loads to get reworked, is poor training and complacency with just fuck it, just put whatever pallet wherever. So this guy was going to pass me on the left, even though I'm going to be heading off to the left, and then he gets off here and gets off on the exit to get on the westbound side. Yeah, tell me that makes all kinds of sense. Stupid things that people do, though. Alright, so before I leave you, we'll talk about what the plan is on how to get from here to Rochelle. The standard way, the not JCT way, I would say. The shortest and technically quickest route would be to get on, take 99 down to Bakersfield, and then 58 east over to Barstow, and then get on I-15, take it all the way up into Utah, get on I-70 eastbound, take that all the way over to Denver, and then I-76 from Denver up to Big Springs, Nebraska, and I-80 over to, I would say, Quad City area. They're not going to make it, dude. Quad City, which is right where the Iowa and Illinois border are, Davenport area. And probably hit I-88 from there. Yeah, this guy's going to go around me. Yeah, I knew it. I can tell he's in a hurry. And then that little box car, wow, okay. A little toaster box. Alright, Rochelle is right where, what is that? is that 88 and 39 or... No, I want to say where I-88 and I-39 meet up, something like that. Not far south of Rockford, Illinois. It's over on the western half of Illinois. Not like Illinois, it's a super wide state anyway. Alright, so that'd be the normal way if I was going in a car, or during summer months with a lighter load. I might even consider doing that. During winter months, winter being defined as when you're required by law to have chains with you, not necessarily on your truck, but if you're required by law to have chains with your truck, which is anytime between September and March. JCT does not allow us to be on I-70 in between the Utah state line and Utah-Colorado line and Denver. It's not all of I-70 west of Denver, but shut up, there's nothing to collide with here, you fucking moron. Because it's actually pretty common for us to get drivers doing Pacific Northwest or also PNW loads going from in between Washington or Oregon, and we'll just say like Dallas or something, or Oklahoma or something. And when they do those kind of loads, it's pretty common where we'll take US 6 down from Spanish Fork, Utah down to Green River, Utah. Get on I-70 right there and go about 20 miles east, and then get on 191 southbound from there down to Monticello, Utah, and now down through Moab and all that. And then some drivers just get on 491 and take 491 all the way down to Gallup, and then get on I-40 there. Others, like myself, will take 491 down to Highway 64 in, it's not Shiprock, is it? There's that Cortez, or I can't remember that town right there. Take that over to Farmington, New Mexico, and then take 550 from Farmington down to I-25 just north of Albuquerque. So no, the I-70 prohibition at JCT does not apply to everything between I-15 and Denver. It's only between the Utah state line and Utah-Colorado border and Denver. Alright, so alternatives. If I can't go that way, the next best route to take, depends on weather. That would be to take I-15 up to Salt Lake City area and then take I-80 across from there. And then everything the same. That adds 50 miles to the trip. But I would suspect that the trip time is similar to taking I-70 across, because you don't have quite as much terrain. I definitely don't have the 50 mile an hour speed limits like in Glenwood Canyon. And both in Utah and in Colorado on I-70, there's just too much terrain and curves and all that. You can't run good miles through that route. It's very scenic. I love going that way just for the scenery, but it's horrible for mileage and fuel economy too. But Wyoming, you got another crapshoot there with the weather. If it's not snow during this time of year, or during the winter months, it's wind. I looked at the snow forecast. It's not expecting to be snowy at all there, so there's not expected to be any snow anywhere in the U.S. from what I can tell. Maybe just a couple little spots that weren't, I think in the Rockies or something, but I think that might have been all, like just a few little spots, and that was it. So that'll be the route I will plan on taking. The alternative, if weather is going to be a concern in Wyoming, I would take I-40 across to at least Tucumcari, if not all the way out to Oklahoma City. Then I-44 from all the way from OKC all the way up to St. Louis. Get out onto just into Illinois, and then get on I-55 or is it 57? I can't remember. 55, I think. That would get you up to I-39, take I-39 out. That adds at least 100 miles to the I-70 route, though. It might even be 200. I can't remember. I forget, but it's at least 100 more miles. Now, if you're looking to swap loads, that's a good route to take, but if you're not really necessarily looking to swap and you're just trying to be efficient, then yeah, 15 up to 80 is the way I would go. I'm going to need my October 11 recaps, which is the same day as the delivery date, but I deliver late at night, 2100 that night. I will need my October 11 recaps to get there, though. I am running a little over 24 hours ahead of schedule on the load. Otherwise, if I didn't have HOS delays. And just based on that, if I run this load efficiently, you know, run out my hours, you know, wherever I end up running out of clock to work with, if I run efficiently, and yeah, I think it's a little bit too tight for comfort, I would think, though, so probably won't be doing it. But anytime you have at least a 24-hour gap between your ETA and your delivery time, that means you can do a 34-hour reset with one, in conjunction with one of your 10-hour breaks. Because the 34 is really just a 10-hour break with an extra day added onto it. So there is that possibility. I could do that. I don't mind running on recaps, though. So I'm used to running on recaps, so I'm not sure it'll bother me too much to work off recaps. We'll see how it goes, how I'm feeling and all that. If all goes well, then yeah, I no need to put myself in a position where I have to show up at full truck stops or push it just to do a 34-hour reset. When, like I said, recaps I can do just fine with miles too. Maybe not quite as good on miles as I can by doing a 34, but don't need to stress myself out over it either. I can, yeah, like I said, I can still get 3,500 plus miles per week off of recaps. Yeah, that's still plenty. All right, well, we're in Hanford, California right now, and it's going to be plenty long enough. I think there was plenty there was to talk about, so I'm going to go ahead and call this video a day. I do fully expect to deliver this load in Rochelle myself, all right? So I have never been to that particular customer as far as I know. I've been through Rochelle plenty of times. I think I might have even been to a customer in Rochelle one time with Sear England or something, but never, I'm pretty sure never with JCT. I'll have to double check my records though. So yeah, it'll be a new experience to vlog as well. So alright, we'll see you all then in Rochelle, Illinois, okay? Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you then.